Just when you think you've got it all figured out, just as you're starting to relax, you look up and there are wolves at the gate. Wolves with red muzzles. Hungry for your insides. Everything has turned to shit. Last time I saw Karnaca, I was just 18. Boarding a ship bound for Dunwall. It was dawn and I'd been up all night dancing, 3 sheets to the wind. I was puffed up with the old Duke's favor. And I thought I was the greatest swordsman the Isles had ever known. In the 36 years since, I've buried countless enemies. Most deserved what they got, but I wonder if that even matters. I've stopped dozens of assassins, but the one who got through eats at my dreams. Who'd have thought I'd come home to Karnaca, the most wanted man in the Empire, following the trail of a monstrous killer? Who'd have thought I'd be on the run again, ready to wade through another river of blood?
Must be cursed. You're up. When you're ready to talk, I'll tell you what I know.
All right, you've explained part of it. What were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaca, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn you.
There were reports about tensions rising. Corruption, street violence. It's the sort of thing that happens, and usually the local authorities resolve it.
The new Duke has let things slide. But Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy. He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual. We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermeyer Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers, the Crown Killer.
Addermeyer was a solarium years ago. I'll get inside and eliminate the Crown Killer. Maybe the alchemist will cooperate, maybe she won't. Either way, I'll try to figure out what happened to Sokolov, too.
I would say good luck, but I don't think you want my luck. When you get done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready. Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Ready. The old city must have changed a lot.
Off we go then.
One more time, old friend.
I'd take you to Addermeyer by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there. Go inland and use the carriage station. Before his death, the old Duke of Serkono spent decades building up Karnaca. After Duke Luca Abel took over, he started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
I remember the old Duke Theodanis. He was a good man.
Watch yourself on the way to Addermeyer. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I can take care of myself.
This is a good spot. Reach Addermeyer, Take out the Crown Killer, and find out where Sokolov was taken. The alchemist, Hypatia. She'll help if she can. Sokolov likes her.
I'll see you later at Addermire. Just wait to bring up the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
The jewel of the South, they say. That's what it looks like from very far away, huh? The dreadful wind. Hello there.
You know that was supposed to go to what?
Go to sleep.
Fellow Sir Conan.
What?
Fellow Sir Conan, let us rejoice at the crowning of our first, and the imminent arrival of this great Luca Abel, Duke of
Hey.
Sir
Oh, you're kind. Thank you. If you want to get past that wall of light, I've heard people sneaking through this blood fly infested apartment. Going through there will get you to the other side of that Grand Guard checkpoint. Let's hope you never need help.
Hey, come here.
Come in. If you've found this place, I'll trade with you. I'll take that deal. Come back soon. I mean, if I'm still here.
I have something that might interest you. My name's Mindy Blanchard, and that mask tells me you're someone who goes into places where you don't belong. Want to help me with something? You scratch my ass, I'll scratch yours.
I need to get to Addermire Institute. Can you help?
Yeah, I know how to do that. You go get a body for me, and I'll help you with your problem. Don't worry, he's already dead.
You want me to bring you a corpse? What's the story there?
The overseers are holding him at their outpost. They think he was a kind of a witch. I want the body for reasons of my own. Sneak in and take it, then meet me in the old basement below the dentist office near there.
I'll consider it.
Are we gonna let a few blood flies stop us?
I'm in. Just remember to move slowly, and don't get too close to the nests.
We don't even know if the people inside had any money. We just know they're dead, and the place is infested.
Infested, all right. We used to throw rocks at these nests when I was young. Just go slow and mind the distance.
If you wanna
Easy.
as bad as I do, this is our chance.
No. More likely we all get stung to death. Then we end up hatching more blood flies for the next group of idiots who try to get inside.
Damn it, Carl.
All right, don't turn on each other. We'll find another way to make the coin, and another way to get past the wall of light.
I am being hunted by half the people in the Empire. Part of me welcomes the fight if they find me.
You gave me no choice. It's too late for that, Rapal. Someone shoot me!
Wall of light from the time of the rat plague.
Smell the stench of the void. There's something perverse in this place.
I've seen cities go bad before. Smelled the rot. So have you. 15 years ago in Dunwall. Did you miss it? That year that made you who you are? Don't deny it. Rats in the cradle, black smoke rising from burning bodies, an entire city crying out. Now it's happening again. Welcome back. Welcome home. People like you and the Crown Killer are a part of places like this.
Move along. We're conducting a search for heretical artifacts.
What? Here? Listen, I only need
This area is restricted on the authority of the Abbey. No one is allowed inside.
He's made a dog's breakfast of the whole thing. Safe. And who's got to clean it up? What is wrong with the city? Of course, as always.
Times of crisis, but the source of your suffering might not be plain to you. Has turned away from the Abbey of the Everyman. Those lead. What's going on?
out of here!
I was with
Sometimes I wonder if it wouldn't be better to craft music boxes in each enclave. Here in the city, for instance. Instead, they're made in a few locations, kept from us, and shipped out. It seems dangerous.
Far worse to have the knowledge and construction materials scattered across the aisles. The metals used to make the devices are unusually rare. The techniques, if applied by anyone but the most faithful, resolute overseers, would border on heresy.
I suppose you're correct. It grieves me to imagine what cultists might accomplish if they took the music boxes and perverted them to their own ends.
Exactly, brother. Much better to protect such a powerful tool. Assemble them in secret and dispatch them across the Empire where they're needed in the fight against the supernatural. We will burn a bright fire with our virtuous actions, so the others will not lose their way. They will rise up.
If this is truly her chosen path, I can only hope the outsider hasn't gotten to her first.
I don't make my bed. Ever. That's what servants are for.
Vice Overseer Liam Byrne.
This heretic's body is important, even though I don't fully understand the situation. We'll wait for the Vice Overseer.
When should Byrne arrive?
He's engaged currently. He'll send someone else, maybe Overseer Kindana.
Some heathen grown bold by these times. I shall not abide the footfall of a blasphemous wanderer. For even the lowliest labor that is rigorous squeezes the muscles as a sponge, rinsing impurities from the mind and body. Stream of untruth. The echoes of lies come back as the voice of the outsider.
What?
Hey, you got it. Put it down in the hole. Good job. Take this.
You said you had a trick for getting closer to Adamire.
I just sent one of my boys to turn off the power to the carriage rails. When the juice is off, you can walk along the rails and get where you need to go. On the other side, there's a station that will take you to Adamire.
All right then. This is goodbye. More Grand Guard soldiers, lapdogs for the Duke.
Still no word from our sisters. Strange. Very strange indeed. But even
If I only had a boat of my own, that's the life.
Good money to make sure things like this don't happen.
That we unite against the spirits of...
Oh, that's what they said for too long.
That's a horrid idea.
Life was not easy.
Fellow Circonum, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement. This bloodline concern is the most severe in recent memory. If you encounter a nest or an infested corpse, do not disturb it. Any attempts to practice the funeral rites at the Abbey of the Everyman will be punished severely. Contact the Grand Circonan Guard at once. The guardsmen on site will handle the situation and determine whether any fines are appropriate.
This must be the alchemist's apartment. Alexandria Hypatia.
Foreign interference in our affairs. Travel from a distance those carrying the appropriate permits, including citizens moving between home and work.
Rats, blood flies. There's always some plague killing off the weak.
Demands it. After the horrible failures of my first serum, I'm more determined than ever to help the miners. It's not my say how hard the Duke and his cronies drive the workers, but until he sees reason, I'll do what I can to make their lives better and to provide comfort to their families. It's my obsession, this work, and the impact it will have on the least privileged people in Karnaca. Studying the original plague elixirs, I'm close to something.
When I find Hypatia, I'll see what she knows about the Crown Killer. Addermire Station.
Ever been to that saloon Apollo's? Shooting dice or chasing the ladybirds?
Crone's hand? Are you kidding? It's all howling.
So don't wear your uniform. They keep good whiskeys there. They even stock old Dunwall.
Ah, man. Let me know next time.
Once they say something's amiss, then I just can't get comfortable.
I'm sure it's nothing. Someone just heard a dog bark or something. Of course, now, we're all on edge.
Here. Aunt Melinda moved the old lamp prowl.
Really?
Old lamp prowl's small, but there's a nightlife. And coming from Karnaca, Melinda's gonna be a draw. Oh.
Addermire. My best chance for tracking down the Crown Killer. The place used to be a solarium for the idle rich where they flocked for rejuvenation treatments. It was founded just after the plague hollowed out Dunwall a decade and a half ago. Alexandria Hypatia is chief alchemist, and whether Anton Sokolov is still there or not, she's going to give me the answers I need.
like they're doing maintenance on the carriage relay again. Should we check it
sure
out?
it's nothing. Someone just making sure it's still in order, I guess. Nobody comes around anymore. But you never know when the Duke's gonna send someone out here to check on them. It's odd, but he keeps an eye on Adamar.
Yeah, there's definitely something going on here. After last night, I'm sure of that. I saw something. Whatever I saw, it didn't move like a person.
Before I got transferred to Adamar, I saw one of the Crown Killer crime scenes. Whoever tore that old couple apart, they were enjoying it.
So what do you think, then?
I don't know. Coming back at dawn, smudges of blood on the windows. I don't know what to think. Maybe the Duke found some new bear or ape from Pandysia. Keeps me up at night just thinking about it.
I've got to get back to Dunwall. I feel so bad. I haven't seen the kid.
Carrying water down to the miners. And my 3-year-old has been coughing dust for weeks. His skin is so pale. He's gray. I could bring them here.
C-D-E-N-G. Dr. Hypatia doesn't accept patients anymore, and the Institute is under the Grand Guard Authority. Apparently, you can't be trusted to do your job without creating problems.
Please, I can't lose another child. Where is Dr. Hypatia?
Lock her up until further notice.
What? No! My children need me! Let me go!
The Duke of Serkonos.
What should we do with the leftovers? I used to feed them to the dogs, but I'm not allowed to go to the kennels anymore.
Let's feed the rats.
Don't be like that. Times are hard enough without you getting bitter.
When Adamar was resident with Dr. Hypatia.
I know, but as bad as things have gotten, it'd all be worse without a job.
Grand Guard personnel, ship change is at midnight. Mr. Boat, you get another ship without pay.
I'm hungry.
Times, hard times. Gotta be on the lookout. Once they say something's amiss, then I just can't get comfortable.
Piss and crackers. All right, here we go.
I guess Dr. Hypatia's not seeing patients anymore.
Yes!
You make sure she stays where we want her. Hypatia never leaves Addermire. Remember that.
Sir, it's just that the other night she went missing, and I still don't see how she got out.
Maybe we're not clear on this, Corporal. In case anyone asks, the good doctor never leaves the grounds unless it's on official business for the Duke. Got it?
I think I understand, sir. What was that?
Huh. Court-martialed and imprisoned.
I so enjoy watching history warp as words pass from the lips of one to the ears of another. Imperfectly formed, half understood, poorly remembered. In the years to come, the story of the Crown Killer will be twisted and bent, hammered like soft metal. By some accounts, a monster that had to be put down. By others, a victim of treachery, preserved because in the end, you found another way. But you'll always remember the truth, won't you? Your truth, at least.